Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Welcome to this new video. Today I just thought I'd show a few giallos I have directed by Alberto De Martino, a really cool Italian director who I'm a big fan of. He made loads of good films, different genres, loads of horror films. Probably best known for The Antichrist from the mid-70s, which is a really good film. But in the 70s and 80s he directed a few giallos, and I thought I'd show them because they're quite obscure and also they're pretty original, quite different from many others at the time. So here we go. First one is The Man with the Icy Eyes from 1971. A film I think I showed in an update months ago. It's a really cool film. It's basically about this guy. He gets accused of killing this senator and he gets sentenced to death. So he's on death row. And then you have this journalist who obviously doesn't believe that he's guilty, so he tries to investigate for himself the truth of what happened, and he comes by this sort of psychic guy who sort of predicts that by the time the death sentence is carried out, 4 people will have been killed, including the journalist himself. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting story. I really like it. Very intriguing, pretty gripping. Very well directed film too. Might not be for everyone because there's no blood in this film, well, hardly any. There's not really many stalking scenes either, but I think it's a really good film. Also starring is Barbara Bouchette, and she looks absolutely stunning in this film. So that's The Man with the Icy Eyes. Next one is The Killer is on the Phone, also known as Scenes from Murder. This is from 1972, and this is one of those amnesia type giallos, which there were quite a few of. Really cool film again. This one starts off with this woman. She's like a theatre actress. She's coming off the ferry on her way home, and she sees this guy, Telly Savalas, and when she sees him she starts panicking. She sort of passes out. When she wakes up soon after, she's actually lost her memory. She's forgotten things from the previous few years. She still thinks she's married to her husband, who was actually killed years before by Telly Savalas himself. He's actually kind of the killer in this. That's not a spoiler. The mystery of the film is, why is he killing? But it's a really well directed film. Has quite a lot of cool scenes in it, and obviously the film has the woman trying to regain her memory, whilst Telly Savalas is, like, stalking her, picking anyone off who gets in the way, and it all leads to a really good climax with a good twist. So a very good film. The Killer is on the Phone. And this next one I actually wasn't going to include originally because I see it more as a psychological horror, but I've seen it described as a giallo before, so I thought I'd include it. It's a cool film, and it's Bloodlink. Stars Michael Moriarty, who horror fans will know from Q the Winged Serpent and The Stuff. And this is a really good film too, from 1983. You've got Michael Moriarty, keeps on having these nightmares about killing women, and it turns out that he actually has a Siamese twin. It's not a spoiler to say that, you know it early on. And then he tries to track him down, but lots of mystery and drama happens between them. It's quite a psychological film, but it has some very cool giallo type moments in it, so it does have a giallo feel to it. Has some good killings too, some quite bloody moments. I think it's a really good film. It's Bloodlink. And the final one I have from director Alberto De Martino is definitely my favourite one, from 1985, and it's Formula for a Murder. Absolutely amazing giallo. Big fan of this. I only actually saw it for the first time about a month ago. It's quite a hard one to get hold of, but if you can find this, I definitely recommend it highly. The film starts off magnificently. There's this sort of slow motion sequence. You just see this priest sort of walking up these steps towards this young girl, and then you just sort of see the girl obviously trying to run away. She sort of drops a doll, sort of rolls down the stairs. Really atmospheric sequence. really, really cool. And then it skips to 20 years later, and the young girl has grown up into this woman now, and she's in a wheelchair. And it's not long before there's a priest going around picking people off. But this film is full of twists and turns. Also has some really good killings too, some very brutal murders. Very well directed, very stylish. Fantastic film in my opinion. Definitely up there among the best Giallos from the 80s. Really, really good film. That's formula for a murder. So thanks everyone for watching this video. Take it easy.